You know they kicking in once the stomach start churning. So, boy, when I tell y'all, them things was punching.
We did not have our phones. We left the phones in the car. No time. It was like we was entering a new dimension every time we took like 2 steps into the park. Even though we tripping, but we on our separate trip. I was like, you're right. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. You can't be yawning. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For those who are new here, I am Kay, and for those who are not new, thank you so much for coming back. So today we are here to talk about our shroom experience together. Yes, we took shrooms, and to me it was a 10 out of 10.
It was a 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. It was pretty successful.
It was pretty crazy.
We had a good trip. We had a good trip, and we want to tell you guys all about our trip. It was really good. And
it was very intense.
And then it showed us a lot about ourselves. Y'all already was a shroom girl. And you was taking shrooms before you met me.
I think I took shrooms for the first time. Probably BC,
it
before COVID. You know what I'm saying, man? It's been a minute. Definitely during that COVID time, probably the first one. I started off with a 3.5. And
he took way more than me. I never in my life took 3.5 grams, but you took it plenty of times. And before I met him, I took shrooms like only like 2 or 3 times. So like, what made us want to do it together? I told him up front, I was like, when I take shrooms, I do it by myself because I trust myself. You know, I talk about like, if you're gonna take shrooms, do it with somebody who you trust, who you feel safe with, and stuff like that. I think you mentioned like, let's do it, and
I kept asking her.
I wasn't really ready
like,
at
not
the time.
trying to take it.
Like, he asked, and I was just like, oh, I'm not really ready yet. You know what I'm saying? And then that's when I finally like came to a conclusion. I was like, okay, I think I'm ready to do the shrooms with you and stuff like that. And I think he was like, let's take like 7 grams. He was like, let's take like a lot. And I was like, hold on. You don't understand. So we finally came about like, let's take the shrooms. So we found an off day together and decided that, okay, let's do it. I say like, how we prepared, we got some food, something light, and then I was like, if we get hungry or anything, we're gonna bring some snack, and we brought some pistachios and water
with the shells. I ain't gonna lie, pistachios without the shells. If you know what I'm talking about, put it in the comments below.
We did decide to go to the park and was like, let's make some nature jars. We figured we was gonna go to this certain park, but when we got there, we was walking and stuff. So mind you, when I have my trip, I go to a certain park, you know what I'm saying, because it's so big. It's the biggest park in the city, but we decided to go to a park that was not too far from us. It's a nice park, but it's not the park that I normally go to. So when we got to this park, we took them, and I'm like, okay, let's walk around. It was like a trail. We walked around and we was making our nature jars. We walking around, we chilling.
She's like, I don't feel long. They're not kicking in. I'm like, it ain't been enough time yet, you know what I'm saying? And I think it's just the scenery itself, it ain't buzzing. So I think we're walking for about a smooth 30 to 40 minutes. And then we decided we're gonna go to a different park. We like, man, this shit ain't kicking in. But I do, you know that feeling in your stomach when that stomach feeling, like, you know they kicking in once the stomach start churning. So the stomach was churning. I'm like, we just gonna drive to the park, man. I think this park is probably like 15, 20.
Oh yeah.
Man, y'all, I understand why they say do not drive on the shrooms. Listen, y'all.
But they didn't kick in yet. Like, we wasn't, when we left the park, they weren't kicking in. We was getting that stomach feeling, but it really wasn't there. So I was like, are you okay to drive? Are you okay to drive? He was like, yeah, I'm straight. He kept saying, I'm good, I can drive. Yeah. So yeah. We get in the car. We decided to go to the park that I mainly go to. I think we driving, it's been like 5 minutes.
5 minutes, yo.
What he doing? He in the car struggling, y'all. I'm talking about, he couldn't be still. Like, he breathing. He trying so hard to make it look like everything is okay.
And she's like, are you okay? And I'm like, when you driving, the last thing you want to hear your driver say is, I'm not okay. I don't care where you at. We are on the highway, y'all. We did not make it to the park. We pulled over.
We took the next exit.
She's like, pull over, pull over. I'm like, bet. Them things was punching, y'all. I forgot. How much did we take? I forgot to say how much we took.
I think I took like 1.5. Yeah, 1.5. And he took like almost 2 grams. You know what I'm saying? So it's not that much, but the type of shrooms that we took, it was potent.
I'm talking about, I want to take a 5.
He's like, this not enough.
I'm
this
like,
not
bro,
enough.
Boy, when I tell y'all, them things was punching. Oh, snap. You know when the shroom punching. When you driving or you in the car, you in full mode simulation on the highway. I'm like,
yes, he was trying to tell me everything is okay, and I feel him. I'm like, everything is not okay. He's over here literally freaking out. So I'm like, pull up, let's take the next exit. I don't care. So boom, we pull over. Well, we didn't pull over on the highway. We took the next exit, and we ended up at a library. I was like, okay, at least we at a library, somewhere safe, you know. We walked around, and we was laughing.
We walked around.
What was I doing? I was just sitting down. I was just sitting down. I was laughing.
It was raining too, y'all. So everything wet. She's laying down. She's like, I just need to lay down. I'm like, I know people looking at us crazy in this bitch, bro. Cause first off, you wanna know what's funny? We walked past the door the first time, and then we came back.
We did a whole lap around the lobby, looking for the entrance.
Yeah, and then we ended up like behind some secret gate type stuff. Like, this is probably where they get the books from under the ground and stuff. Like, this place looked like some security. It was white vans back there. I'm like, how did we end up back here? And everybody's looking at us. And we just
nobody was looking. It was, man, we walked past a couple of people.
But they looking at us
but
like.
We're trying to act normal as hell the whole time. We in a whole new world. We finally end up in the library. And when we got in the library.
Oh my God.
That library didn't look like a library. It looked like an AI center.
This shit was just the Matrix, y'all. And I'm gonna say something.
So somebody had
at the front desk.
And somebody was at the front desk. They was like, "Hello, how you doing?" When I tell y'all that human looked like a straight robot, I'm like, "What the fuck? That is not a human." It's just everything just looked so fake. It was crazy. It's kicking in. Like, these are kicking in. So I'm trying to like take everything. It was just a weird way how I was thinking. Me personally, everything just looked so fake. Like, it was just looked so fake. The worker, the library, it was just insane.
Boy, I'm talking about the walls was shifting. It was like boom, 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 boom. I'm like, all this man-made stuff going crazy outside. Like, I'm just my energy, my anxiety going crazy. But then, like, when we're outside of nature and I'm with her, it's like,
oh my God, one crazy thing about it, this is how I know, like, seriously, like, we are connected. And this is how I know we're connected, because every time he freaked out, like, I see him literally as a vibration. Like, everything will be like settled, right? Everything will be is what it is. And then once he started freaking out, I seen him literally shaking, like his vibration just shaking. It was so off. And then that's not like grab him, and then like everything will be like okay, but he'll still like freak out if he like look around. I just like focus on me. It was so crazy.
Yeah,
it was
so
crazy.
now
it was just so powerful.
Yeah,
like
it was crazy. It was crazy. So now we done left the library, y'all, and we're driving. We're still trying to drive to that park. I think we were 10 minutes away from the park.
We could not make it, but we couldn't stay in the library. So I think we came to a conclusion. He was like, all right, I'm okay. He did some like stretching or whatever.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm okay. I was like, let's just drive to the nearest park or something.
Yeah, it was a park 5 minutes away. So here's what's the crazy part. She's in the car trying to play these flute vibrations and stuff. And I'm telling you, I'm freaking out, bruh. Them flutes was intense. I'm talking about, it feel like I'm finna navigate the Egypt. She's just like, ooh. I'm like, yo, cut this shit off. It was not keeping me calm. I'm over here. I'm feeling the flute in my body. Like, if my body was water, y'all, I like this kombucha, bro. Like, y'all, it was shaking with the flute. I'm talking about, I was feeling I said, cut this off. Cut it off. I cannot do this right now.
We couldn't find the park, like to find somewhere to park. I'm telling you, when you take shrooms, you want to have everything into play. You want to know your exact move.
Uber everywhere, bro.
No, don't Uber. You don't know who that. Hell no, don't say that. Okay. You gotta find the setting before you know what I'm saying? You gotta take it in the setting, but we thought we knew what
we was doing. Here's the funny thing, before we got to the spot, just to put in retrospect why I say do not drive, we're driving. I done drove past the park. She's like, you don't know where you at, do you? But mind you, bro, I'm still trying to make it like everything. She's like, park the car right here. I'm like, She said this is while we was in some random neighborhood. She said this while we was on the road driving, like in the middle, green light. She like, park the car right here. Let's just walk. I'm like, girl, calm down.
I'm trying to get out the car.
Finally get to the park, man. When I say this shit look like the Matrix, y'all.
No, it looked like heaven.
It was like the grass was cut to where it was patterned grass. Like it was so vibrant. It was dark green. And then it was like
waves,
but then it was like a light, like if it was it was crazy. It was crazy.
It was
and
nature.
We were just in the middle in that thing, like it was crazy.
No, I get why you said it looked like a Matrix. Like just imagine a big field of green grass with trees,
it's patterned
and we're just in the middle of it. It was so crazy, but it was so beautiful. Okay, so this is what we did. We got our blanket, we got our water, everything. I said this is our spot.
We left our phones in the car.
Yes, we did not have our phones. We left the phones in the car. No time. We didn't know the time.
We did not know the time.
We did not know the time at all. So we just literally living like humans should live. You know what I'm saying? So me personally, when we was just laying down, I was just enjoying everything. I had my eyes closed. It was like even though my eyes was closed, I was still dreaming. When I opened my eyes, I was still dreaming. Like no matter what, I was just dreaming. And him, on the other hand, every time he see a human, he freaks out. And the human can be so far away. He's like, babe, who is that? I'm like, those just humans being humans. Like, those just people
at a park though, so people are parking. But I don't know.
We just chilling. Like, you see people in the blanket at a park, they just chilling. But every time he sees somebody, like, he'll like get freaked out. And that's when I was just like, all right, I gotta keep you calm. So I was just humming, touching his body.
So she was like, one thing that she said that she's like, I know now this Shrooms is showing me something. She's like, you go 0 to 100 so fast. Like, you be calm and then you start going all over the place.
Yes, he was like, the keys. I remember at one point we was sitting down, he was like, you got the key? He's like, where's the key? Where's the key? Where's the key? And he just like, I was like, babe, calm down. Like, let's make it a journey to find the keys. Like, you don't have to freak out. And the keys was like literally next to us.
It was in my backpack. I call her my healer and stuff because like she I'll tell you why. So it was one point I was freaking out, and this is why I said this Shrooms trip was intense.
It was like, so intense. Like,
she was like, all right, I'm finna draw some protection around you, and she was like, one circle around you, one circle around me, and one circle around both of us. And when she said that, my body legit said, doo doo doo, like it was like 3 pulses went through my body. And I got up and I was looking at her and I was like, God damn. I was like, this girl powerful. Like, it was some crazy shit, like for real. Like, it was intense. Like,
it was so beautiful.
Another thing was, I was talking to the trees, y'all.
It was at one point we were just chilling. We was just chilling in our own body. And then he was like, okay, I'm finna just go walk away. I was like, yeah, just go do something. Go have a journey with something. So what did you do?
I'm barefooted.
We was grounded.
This grass wet them up. I'm just, imagine me, I'm like frolicking through the grass and stuff. And then I'm looking at this tree. I'm just thinking, I'm looking up. And it's just like, I don't even know who voice it was. It was like, you on a trip. She's on a trip. Although y'all tripping at the same time, y'all taking your own trip. So, you know, cause I'm like, I think the reason why I said that, cause I'm like, why she not following me? Like, why she not coming? Like, we supposed to be doing this together, but then the tree like, both tripping together. But you gotta take your own trip. She taking her own trip. I'm like, oh. So then I'm just looking at the tree. I'm just like, all right,
I respect
do some more. Yeah, it was really dope though. I definitely learned that from the tree and stuff. So what did you do on your solo?
Okay, so all I know is while he was gone, I think I was just like doing some like yoga, just really just in my body, just being grateful for just having intention with my body, right? So I'm just doing me, you know, being me. And the next thing you know, all I see is him running to me. He's like, babe, you gotta see what I just see. I said, what'd you see? He's like, it's a whole other world over there. It's like park and stuff. I was like, what? And then that's when he was like, also, I gotta realize, what he told me, what the tree told him. He was like, I gotta realize that even though we tripping, but we on our separate trip. I was like, You're right, we are on our separate journey. Like, we was on a trip together, but we was on our separate trip, but tripping together. Like, it was really cool. I think after that, I was just like, I want to walk around too. And yeah, I was communicating with the trees. I remember having a very, very powerful conversation with the tree. Basically, the tree told me like, he's the one for you and stuff like that, because y'all don't understand what I've been through. So I was just having a true conversation with the trees about him, and basically they were just like, he's the one for you, you can trust him and stuff like that. And then that's when, like, okay, so I'm having my own journey. I feel like the most coolest part was when we decided to take a tour around the park.
Oh my God, y'all. So look, this park look big as hell. And as we're walking around the whole park, but the park was never that damn big, y'all.
Yeah, when I tell y'all the park was like,
that shit was not that big.
If you was to do a walk around the park, you would probably get around the park around 5 minutes. But the
way we looked at this park, you would have thought it took you 30 minutes. 30 minutes to...
It was like we was entering a new dimension every time we took like 2 steps into the park. Like, exactly. And then every moment had its own mood. Like, it was this one part, the first part we entered to, it looked like a plantation. It looked like we was in this old like playground where slaves were like literally hang out or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then we entered a new part of the park.
But it was like some old, they brought some Plymouth Rock house from somewhere. Like,
oh, it was like a different house that we
was some old school house.
We was walking towards it, right? And mind you, we don't even know where we at.
And she
we don't know what time it is.
She's like, where did this come from?
I was like, where did this come from? I
said, think this is real or something? And then this old man,
an old wise man, had it all.
2 dogs walking his dogs. The dog chucking. He's like, yeah, they really brought this thing over here. He answered the question that she just answered. I'm like,
about this park that we never asked for, and it was just me. I'm just admiring him because I'm like, you're such a wise man. Like, how do you know this? And then he's telling us how he have a routine. He comes to this park every day at 4 p.m.
So now we got the time.
Dog. You know what I'm saying? So he's just telling us this information. I'm just like, wow, this is cool. I thanked him and everything. So now we walking around. I remember having a huge cramp when we was walking. I literally asked the universe to take it away, and then like literally went away. And that's when we sat down, and this old man walked this park 4 times. We didn't even notice. I'm like, how is
I'm like, is that the same old man from earlier, bro? I just seen him. I was like, I just seen him over here.
He let the dog leash go, and the dogs came running straight to us, and then that's when he gave us some more information about the park. He told us that the park was burnt down, and he told us where we can find the flames and stuff at. And then I think at this point, like, our high, it's not going down, but we definitely reached our highest peak already.
Man, I thought this park was big. When I seen that man, everything started coming. The Shrooms set. I'm like,
oh yeah. Once we see them again, we went back to our spot, and I said,
just like that.
This park is not even big as what we thought. We seen the whole park at once instead of in one spot. That's how I know the Shrooms was like kind of wearing off. We headed to the car, and then I just thought this was the sweetest thing. That old man, he had some like steps to get his dogs get out the car from his trunk. It was so beautiful. Yeah, that SUV. Like, that man really take care of his dogs. Like, it was beautiful. So this how I know like the Shrooms is not over yet. So we driving. I think the house like 10 minutes away. Yeah, we switched positions to drive because neither one of us was like, we didn't want to drive.
We switched the whole day. We could not drive more than 5 minutes on the Shrooms. No matter where we went, it was always a break. 5-minute breaks. Like, it was 5-minute driving, stop. 5-minute driving, stop. So,
and then he ended up driving last. And so that's when I was like, are you okay? He was like, we gonna make it. We had no music on, nothing. We were just trying to get home. When I say the streets was so busy, it was so insane. Like, it was like the world was so busy. I was like, no way. Us as humans, we live so fast. It's ridiculous. It was so unconsciously of how this world was just so busy. We just wanted to get home in a safe spot where we felt safe. But what was crazy is we definitely time traveled. We straight seeing the time constantly move. It was so crazy.
It was like back to back. It was like 3,
literally
2, 1.
Back to back. Cause I asked him like what time is it or how much time we got left. It changed twice. It was so crazy.
And then the area even felt like it changed. Like everything started looking different. Like it was
we kept entering a new dimension.
That's
like,
what it felt
crazy.
like. It was like things was like vibrant. Like it was vibrant.
Everything was just so busy. We just wanted to get home. We just wanted to take off our clothes. We get home and the sunset was we get home. I want to talk about the sunset. The sunset was so beautiful. It was like when the sun was going down, our high was going down. And when the sun went completely down, our high went completely down. Like everything went back to normal. Like it was like our emotions was also with the sun. It was so powerful. It was so intense. It was so crazy. Our shroom experience was very beautiful, strong, and loving, and it was really intense. It's not something that we can do back to back. We haven't took shrooms since that day.
You know, as a lot of things were changing, and that's why I say it was a powerful thing for us, because like I was looking at her, seeing if she was gonna change, but she was the only thing that stayed like constant the whole day. Like,
yes, guys.
I guess we'll record our next one for sure.
I just wanted us to have that moment together with ourselves, but next year
we're gonna make a break moment.
Well, I definitely wanted to make sure that I trust him, you know what I'm saying, on the shrooms. And on the shrooms, it definitely made me realize that I can trust him, and it brought us stronger. I definitely can say that. But I just want to say thank you guys so much for listening. We're gonna have plenty more for you guys. Let me know if y'all interested in our shroom trip, if y'all want to see that, okay? Because I think it'd be pretty cool. Anyway, wait, the camera going dead.
I gotta get my color.
Okay, go get your color book. Okay, before we end today's video, we do have a sponsorship. Today's sponsorship is his coloring books. The link is down below in the description box. If you guys are interested below in these coloring books, we got frogs, reptiles, coloring books, and we're gonna have plenty more. He's gonna have plenty more out. The link is in the description box, and give some to your kids, nieces, nephews, girlfriends, side girls. It could be a definitely good gift.
Aunties,
for
uncles,
someone,
grannies.
okay?
We love them.
Yes.
Your babies. Yeah. Baby sister, baby mom.
I just want to say thank you so much for watching today's video, and stay tuned for the next video. Thank you.
Peace.